shockingly high number of cases, 4,961. This is an all-time high.
Another record number of new coronavirus cases in Ohio as the governor taps a new health director to try to combat the virus.
We play the waiting game. Nearly 48 hours after polls closed in Ohio, we are still waiting for those final electoral votes to come in. Why some say it's time for the Electoral College to close up shop for good.
And show me the money. If COVID and the election have you in need of a little retail therapy, we have the secret to getting cash back on all your purchases for one day only.
And if reports are correct, we have seen Frankie Lindor in an Indians uniform for the final time. What's new starts now.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New.
It's been an alarming day as far as coronavirus cases here in Ohio. 4,961. That's 890 more than yesterday, and it's yet another pandemic record for us. The averages have been climbing steadily, too. Our 21-day average has now reached 2,825.
Betsy, the trend of the positivity rate continues to climb. It is now 9.2%. That's up from 8.9%. What does that mean? 9 out of every 100 people that are tested for the coronavirus have it. Hospitalizations also up 90 from yesterday. In fact, there are now more than 2,000 COVID-19 patients in Ohio hospitals. Deaths down from yesterday. We had 55 yesterday, 33 today, but that number still well above our 21-day average of 20 deaths daily.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Betsy Kling alongside Jay Crawford. This is What's New. Jay, it's been a tough day on these coronavirus numbers. I'm shocked.
Yeah, it certainly has, Betsy. For the first time since the pandemic began, all 88 counties in our state are high incidence counties. That was just one of the nuggets coming from the governor today in his Thursday news briefing. As always, Laura Queso monitored the governor's comments very closely, and she joins us now live from the newsroom. Laura, good evening to you. What else did the governor say today?
Well, we had a lot to say, but a line that really stood out, Jay, the governor saying today, we should all be scared to death right now. We should be scared of where we are. Those words coming from the governor. 86% of Ohioans are living in red counties. That means very high exposure and spread. And as we continue to hit record numbers, the governor announced he has a new team to help stop the spread. Stephanie McLeod is named the new director for the Ohio Department of Health. McLeod is filling the position, which has been open since Dr. Amy Acton stepped back from the role in May after death threats over her health orders and lockdowns. McLeod comes to the ODH from the governor's cabinet, and the governor made it clear he's going to need help with the vaccine rollout, but also we need help right now.
This virus doesn't care if we voted for Donald Trump, doesn't care if we voted for Joe Biden. It's coming after all of us. And what we have in common is a desire to keep our kids in school, desire to keep our grandparents safe in nursing homes, and a desire to keep our hospitals open and functioning.
Now, he said spread is happening at small private gatherings. He actually said today schools are doing okay. I also want to add, DeWine announced Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff has accepted the position of Chief Medical Officer at the Department of Health as well. Now, the governor mentioned today, Jay, he is looking at things that he can do in the future to help stop the spread. Now, I tried to push him on that a bit today to get more answers for all of you. At 6, I'll have his response to that.
All right, very good. Laura Queso, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Sure.
Now, continuing with our coronavirus numbers, nearly 5,000 new cases reported today. That's our highest daily total yet. But what does that number actually mean for all of us as we go about our daily lives? Here's senior health correspondent Monica Robbins.
8 states in Washington, D.C. closing mostly entertainment, nightclubs, and bars, although New York is closing other businesses, too, to try and curb the virus surge. 17 states, including Ohio, seeing record numbers of cases. But is a shutdown warranted? Experts say no.
I don't see shutdown as credibly part of the solution because we've seen other countries who shut down. They just delayed another wave. They are not faring better.
Where does Ohio rank compared to other states?
We're not at all close to the situation that we were in April and May and June. I think we're still in much better shape.
She says masking up is the least we can all do.
I would rather mask than shut down, because masks may not be 100%, but masks have some protection.
Otherwise, we may experience the hospital surge with max capacity of both COVID and flu eventually. One place you can control the spread, your home for the holidays.
This is the time that people are going to spread it to others. So I am more worried about the holiday than shutting down people's businesses.
Jennifer Padana lost her parents to coronavirus in April. They were married nearly 50 years and died within days of each other.
I never thought that, these holidays that are coming up, that I would be spending them without my parents.
And that's what we need to think about. Yes, the majority of cases are young people, but in the next couple of weeks, those infections are going to rise, likely from all those Halloween parties and such. And those young people are going to be exposing the more vulnerable folks. And that's when we could really get in a crisis situation here in Ohio. Now, coming up at 6, if you have symptoms and were diagnosed with COVID in the last 10 days, I'm going to tell you where you can go for an experimental treatment to help boost your immune system to fight it. It's the same treatment the president got when he was diagnosed with COVID. I'll have more on that at 6. Monica Robbins, 3 News.
Certainly looking forward to that. Well, now to our other big story of the day. Yep, the election. Any minute now, Pennsylvania elections officials are expected to update the nation on their vote count. Meantime, NBC News has former Vice President Joe Biden leading with 253 electoral votes to President Donald Trump's 214. Now, as you know, 270 electoral votes are needed to win the presidency, and the nation is watching and waiting, counting every last vote that will eventually turn to electoral votes. Now, as the evening goes on, I do want to tell you, you may hear certain media outlets calling the presidential race. AP is one, NBC News is one. We are going to keep following NBC News's projections. We will report AP projections to you, but we are going to be very clear about who is making those projections. We here at WKYC are not making our own, just to clarify. Now, let's talk a little bit more about those electoral votes and the Electoral College. How does all of this work, and why does Ohio have 18 of these precious votes? Well, it is a civics lesson that we all should know, so Brandon Simmons refreshes us on the stuff you may have learned back in the day and some stuff that you may not have ever learned.
Why does the United States use the Electoral College to pick the president? The founding fathers were split. Should Congress choose the president, or should it be left to the people? The use of electors was the solution. When you cast your vote for president, you are deciding which electors will represent your state. The number of electors in each state is determined by how many seats in Congress that state has, and that number is based on the state's population. So, for example, let's look at California. Every state has 2 senators, so right off the bat, that's 2 electors. California, the most populous state, has 53 representatives in the House. So the Golden State gets 55 total electors. Whichever candidate wins California will get all 55 electoral votes. Now, there are 538 total electoral votes, 535 for the states and 3 for the District of Columbia. 48 states are winner-take-all. Maine and Nebraska give 2 electoral votes to the statewide winner and 1 for the winner of each congressional district. A simple majority of 270 electoral votes is needed to win. If neither candidate gets to 270, the House of Representatives will determine the president. But each state delegation, regardless of the number of electors, must vote as one, so there are only 50 votes up for grabs. The Senate will determine the vice president with a simple majority vote of all 100 senators. The popular vote winner has lost the Electoral College in 2 of the last 5 elections. This has prompted calls to switch to a popular vote system, but that requires a constitutional amendment. I'm Brandon Simmons, 3 News.
All right, stuff we all learned many years ago,
Right.
but it's definitely worth reminding ourselves how we get to 270 and why that number is so important. All right, it is 7 minutes past the hour on this news-filled Thursday evening. Time to check in with Russ Mitchell. He's standing by at the news desk with more of today's headlines. Hello, Russ.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Betsy. Good afternoon, everybody. A doorbell camera captured the moment an 11-year-old girl was shot on the city's west side last night. We want to warn you now, this video can be tough to watch. It shows the moment a dark SUV rolled up to a home at the 3200 block of West 54th Street. Someone got out of the driver's side of the car and fired multiple shots. The child was inside and hit by at least one of those bullets. She is at Metro in serious condition. So far, there have been no arrests in this case. The election uncertainty has been good for the markets. The Dow closed up just over 542 points today. The Nasdaq up 300. The S&P closed up 67. And reports have surfaced that the Cleveland Indians are preparing to trade Francisco Lindor by opening day because they just cannot afford to keep him. Bob Nightingale of USA Today tweeted that Lindor made $17.5 million last season and is projected to earn $21 million in his final year before free agency. So, Jay, I know you know these numbers. $21 million sounds like a lot of money to me. However, we were talking about this earlier, that the opportunities for him out there are just incredible.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is Frankie Lindor will be in the ballpark of a $30 to $40 million annual ask.
Wow.
And this is just plain, simple math that is way out of what a market the size of Cleveland can afford to pay one player on its team. And typically when small market teams cast those big fish deals, they almost bank on losing for a long stretch of time because they can't put the necessary pieces around him to build a winner. It's a terrible reality, but that's where the Indians are right now.
And no secret, this is part of a pattern that we've seen for many years.
I was telling you earlier today, it hurts, but the reality is the Indians are like a 4A team, not quite a big league, major league team, because they can't spend like the LAs, New York, Chicagos, and the big markets. We develop talent. We're terrific at drafting talent, but we usually keep them for one contract. And when they turn into all-stars, we see them go to other places in free agency. It's a sad reality, but that's where baseball is.
Well, I'm available for 10 mil if
I'll
Mr.
do it for
Dolan
9.
is watching. We're going to play that game. All right.
Also, a quick correction. We had the closing number on the Dow at 23,000. It's actually over 28,000. I don't want anyone to have heart attacks on their 401k. The Dow is over 28,000 for the day. Russ, thanks. We'll see you at the top of the hour for What Matters Most at 6. Next on What's New, it's a tale of two cities. We talked to students at a Cleveland city school and a Cleveland suburb school to see how their remote learning experiences compare.
And is it too soon? The Gap responds to a social media firestorm over a hoodie that they thought would inspire unity.
And Matt Wintz, a good Thursday evening to you, my friend. What is going on outside other than a gorgeous sunset?
We've got a little bit of fantastic ongoing outside, Jay, and that is going to continue. Our only complaint this week were the clouds today. That's about it. It is going to turn stellar around here. I've got the latest numbers, and we'll compare it to history. We may have some record breakers coming up.
You may be out of a job, or you may hate your boss, or you may be ready for so much more.
Let's do this.
It's time to find your new job. Join me, Danielle Serino, on What's New to find out how to stand out from 1,000 resumes, to learn about the hot new careers, and to get the job that really makes you happy.
You're hired.
It's your new job. It's your life. It's on 3.
These are real people, not actors, who've got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
At Menards, we've got what you need to keep your projects going. Works Power Tools are known for their innovative designs and affordable prices. Like this 20-volt cordless drill and driver. It's a must-have in every household. All Works Power Tools are 11% off. Once you've stocked up, Keep your tools organized with Masterforce tool chests and cabinets. Right now, save 11% on all Masterforce storage at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Can you guys hear me?
If your internet service doesn't have fast download and upload speeds, you have.
I need to order AT&T fiber.
Click or call now to get a faster internet experience with AT&T Fiber 1 gig internet. With upload speeds up to 20 times faster than Spectrum. Get a faster internet experience for less with AT&T Fiber and get your home back in harmony.
Click or call 844-855-1993 to get AT&T fiber, starting at $35 a month for a year. Limited availability in select areas.
Elk & Elk has experienced lawyers providing personal attention.
Every client, every day.
Welcome back to What's New. In September, hundreds of thousands of students went back to learning in their living rooms. A national survey of hundreds of districts around the country found students in high poverty communities spent a lot less time in their remote classes than students in more affluent areas.
This has been such a focus of concern for those in the city of Cleveland and some of our larger school districts in the state. And 3 News Investigates wanted to find out what students here in Cleveland are experiencing. And as 3 News investigator Rachel Polanski uncovered, it does look like it depends on where you live.
2 Cuyahoga County students. Abby lives in Parma, Thomas lives in Cleveland. They're both learning from home, but they're reporting very different experiences.
It's good. It's an adjustment, but it's working out.
Learning by myself is kind of difficult.
In suburban Parma, where Abby Maloro goes to school, the district is seeing near perfect attendance. 97% logging on at her school, Normandy High, and 98% at Parma High School.
I say fair. It's going fair.
But in Cleveland, the most recent data available shows only 63% of students logging on at Thomas's school, Glenville High, on par with the 64% average attendance at John F. Kennedy and 66% at Collinwood High School.
Yes, I am very disappointed. 63% is not good.
While Cleveland Metro Schools has given students Chromebooks and hotspots, Brenda Cook-Weems says her son Thomas often has problems logging on.
Sometimes the Chromebook goes out, and we've been up here twice to get new Chromebooks because this one will go dead.
And that's something Abby doesn't have to worry about, as she has her own Wi-Fi at home. And coming up tonight, what the Cleveland school superintendent had to say about the district's logon rates. That part of this exclusive story at 11 on What's Next. Rachel Polanski, 3 News.
All right, Rachel, thank you very much. Betsy, this is such a concern because obviously it's difficult to measure in real time how much of a deficit this is putting kids that can't learn virtually at a disadvantage. But I think long term, we're going to find out that as test scores in future years go down, that the long term toll of this pandemic may be on the education of our youth.
Definitely. And you know, the city of Cleveland and Cleveland Municipal School District had a huge effort over the summer to get every kid a computer and a MiFi so they'd be able to log on whether they had internet at home or not. So many of the kids last spring were stuck because they didn't have any of that hardware and literally they were doing school on their phones.
Yeah. So
that hopefully has been adjusted a little bit, but the fact of the matter is they still have to log on, and I think that's a big part of Rachel's story still to come.
Yeah, it's something that we have to keep an eye on, and it's something that we certainly have to make sure every kid has an education available to them. All right, it is time for weather. Bets, again, another gorgeous day. A little less sun, but it was still very nice, particularly when you consider that we're in early November.
We got to mix it up a little bit, add some clouds in. I mean, you know, it made it a little decorative. We had a little sun, we had a little cloud cover, but things are going to get kind of boring here in the near term, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say boring at all. I'm really going to enjoy the next couple of days. You know, I think this is our welcome break as meteorologists before the winter starts, because it's just crazy once winter hits, storm system after storm system.
It is.
Matt, here's your word for the day, and it's appropriate. Limbo.
Ugh.
It's where we all are right now.
Got it. I thought you said Lindor. I was like, oh, how am I going to fit Frankie into this? Limbo. Got it. Certainly will, Jay. Absolutely. So why don't we just start with the good news, shall we? Your patio forecast. If you're getting outside this evening, you are not alone, because this is weather that we're all trying to soak in. We're going to be in the 60s this evening. We still have the clouds. Again, that is our only complaint this week. because we're back to the sunshine tomorrow. It's kind of like a little halftime show in this nice stretch. But we're in the 60s area wide right now. We're not alone in the 60s. In fact, that air warms as you get out towards the west. That's where our air is going to be coming from over the next 5 days or so. And you can see the 70s all the way up to the Canadian border, where they had over a foot of snow about a week and a half ago. They're now in the mid-70s in areas of the Dakotas. I show dew points. This is typically tells you if it's humid or not. I only show this because my contacts have been very dry over the last few days, so I wanted to see how dry our air is. And there's a nice pocket of dry air here across the Ohio Valley. You wouldn't expect it to be humid this time of year, but it's not out of the question to run your humidifier at night. We've got very dry air despite the warmer temperatures over the last couple days, and that's going to stay in place for another day or two before we start to bring some moisture back in. But above average warmth across pretty much the eastern half of the country. I've been getting some emails about, well, how warm is it and why is it so warm? Well, everything kind of balances itself out. In fact, as you scope the entire Earth, some of the coldest temperatures are actually in Canada right now. They've got temperatures running below zero. They've got wind chills -20, -30, and that air, thankfully, is going to stay there, although a chunk of it's going to sink down to the south, and that'll put areas of the western United States really in limbo over the next couple days as they go from the warm climate right now back to some chillier readings. But for us, we've got the high clouds now. That's about it, because we're back to sunshine. You can see it in your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. The wind will start to ease up a little bit tonight as the difference between a high and a low pressure kind of relaxes overhead. You can see temperatures tomorrow morning, upper 40s ought to do it. Bright sunshine all day tomorrow. Our peak temperature will likely arrive anywhere between about the 1 and 3 o'clock hour. Remember, it's a little earlier with that time change now, but we're thinking 70s. Our models still hold in the 60s. I get scared to go there, but we've got 70s in your forecast, not just tomorrow, but Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, as you'll see here in the forecast. Look at this. Universal Windows Direct 7-day forecast, 71 and sunshine tomorrow, 72 on Saturday. I did some digging on the records. I do think we set record highs around here Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. And then the bottom falls out, but not too bad. We'll be back to the 50s and 60s as you'd expect as we go on into Wednesday. But a dry weekend forecast and a record setter as we go on into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, Matt, you made a great point with the timing of the high temperature nowadays with the time change and the way that the sun works and the angle and all that. It's definitely earlier in the day that we hit our highs. As a matter of fact, today our high of 70 degrees, we hit it at 12:50 p.m. So right before the clouds really started to come in. All right, Matt, thank you so much. Tomorrow's high temperature, 1 to 3 p.m. Get out and enjoy for sure. Thanks, Matt. Coming up for us here, life behind bars. We get to the bottom of the rumors about Lori Loughlin's time in prison and when she plans to be home.
And 3 average adults, a full-grown tiger, a dumpster. Former Pittsburgh Steeler James Harrison could actually bench press them all. I mean, not all at the same time, but you know what I mean. His weight room triumph is today's worth the watch. Betsy, you could lift that.
Oh my gosh.
It's Chris Webb, and I care about the neighborhood I'm from. I want to honor city pillars and spread hope amongst the young. I want to tell stories we haven't heard of people who make change. I want to turn these unsung heroes into local household names. I'm a new father and an artist, and I have faith in our city. There are many here who spread hope and seek a change that's fulfilling, and I want you to meet them, to see the beauty that I see. Let's let these stories start to take front row right here, only on 3.
On our uncrowded beaches, we pledge to make every day one you'll treasure forever. In our beautiful hotels, we pledge to follow all CDC guidelines for your protection. In our award-winning restaurants, we pledge to amaze you with creations you'll never forget, in clean, spacious environments you'll never have to worry about. So when you want a vacation that's literally pledged to your safety, remember, only paradise will do. Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast.
I'll be there in a flash. Looks great. Get it online.
Wow, you got us over SP price and you sold it super fast.
Let's go find your dream home.
It's perfect.
How fast can you say sold? Call McDowell Homes today to find out.
A smile has the power to get you feeling all right.
At Aspen Dental, it's all right to smile again, with dentures starting at just $3.99. We craft them in our on-site labs from start to finish, so they never leave our office, and you never have to worry. And with dentures made in as little as a day, you can smile right on schedule. Relief you need at a price you can afford. Right fit, right quality, right price. At Aspen Dental, it's all right to smile again. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL today.
Happy Hour just got hoppier at IHOP with a $5 menu featuring pancakes, burgers, and more yum-yums. So while you can't buy happiness, you can buy hoppiness. iHoppy Hour, all day Monday to Friday, 2 to 10 on weekends.
Say yes to 0% used car financing at Fred Martin Superstore. Yes to 500 cars under $199 a month, 1,000 under $299. Get $1,000 bonus cash when you trade with us. Say yes and get 20 trade offers instantly. Yes!
Welcome back to What's New. So, how is Lori Loughlin really doing in prison? Do we even know? More heartbreak for former NBA baller Lamar Odom, and it's all ahead in your daily daily pop break. Let's find out.
Is she okay or is she not? Full House's Lori Loughlin reported to prison Friday to begin her 2-month sentence for her role in a college admissions scandal. Since arriving, there have been conflicting reports on how she's coping with her incarceration. Some reports say she's a wreck, while others claim there is no validity to those reports. Loughlin told People magazine she hopes to be home by Christmas, but she'll definitely be home by New Year's. Now to someone else who may not be feeling their best today. Former NBA player Lamar Odom and Cleveland native Sabrina Parr have called off their engagement. Parr, who is a fitness enthusiast and entrepreneur, posted the news to her Instagram story yesterday saying, "I am no longer engaged to Lamar. This has been a difficult decision for me to make, but it's best for myself and my children." She went on to say that Odom has things that he alone needs to work through. Odom popped the question to Parr in November of last year. It's a case of right idea, wrong timing. Clothing retailer The Gap is facing backlash after posting a picture of a half-blue, half-red hoodie to its Twitter with the outcome of the presidential election still undecided. The since-deleted tweet was captioned, "The one thing we know is that together we can move forward." The post was met with mixed responses as tensions surrounding the election remain high. And like the election, we'll just have to wait this one out. And if you are looking forward to seeing holiday photos featuring all of the royal family members this year, including baby Archie, you may be out of luck. According to sources, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have decided to forego their holiday trip to the UK and remain here in the US. While that's sad for the royal family, we can understand as we are still in the middle of a global pandemic. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Kira. Well, you saw this video. Longtime Steeler linebacker James Harrison isn't playing Impact Stadiums anymore, but he can still put on a show. Look at this. He posted this video of himself bench pressing 525 pounds. Now, Harrison is known for occasionally sharing his weight room triumphs, but this one just tops all of them. He is 42 years old. He spent 14 years in the NFL. He's also from Akron, and he played for Kent State. And obviously, he's pretty darn strong.
Yeah, Bets, I was a little concerned about the bar holding up.
Look, he's like, uh-oh, where's the spotter, right?
Yeah, he
At that point, my legs would fall off. When you roll the bar down, it would just like, no more legs.
525 pounds.
Thick.
Insane. Okay, still ahead on What's New. We are getting closer, we think, to knowing who won the presidency. We're going to find out as these election results continue to trickle in, Bets.
And you've heard that saying, you have to spend money to make money. Well, in this case, it actually could be true. Why Cash Back Day could take a little bit of the sting out of your holiday shopping.
Yeah, I don't know much about Cash Back Day, and that's the subject of our Throwdown Thursday.
Yeah, that'll be
You're going to win the leg lamp.
I don't know about the day, but I know about shopping.
I know nothing about either. Also, an Akron holiday tradition returns, but like everything else this year, it's got some changes, and they're, of course, all to keep you safe. We're going to tell you all about it. It's the Deck the Hall Christmas display when What's New comes back.
This is how you'll keep your family warm this winter. Now's the time to get your furnace serviced and repaired quickly, professionally, and at a fair price. Call My Guys Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning or log on to myguysnow.com.
Make My Guys your guys at myguysnow.com.
Are you paying too much for your car loan? At BFG, we can cut your interest rate in half. We call it Cut Your Rate in Half, because that's exactly what we'll do. Bring us your high-interest car, truck, or motorcycle loan from another lender, and chances are, we can cut your interest rate in half. Plus, no payments for 90 days. Why not put more money in your pocket? Call, apply online, or stop by a BFG branch today, because we want to cut your rate in half, now.
Being a police officer is so much more than chasing down crime. It's a life dedicated to serving your community and the people who live there. The Cleveland Police Foundation is proud to recognize this month's Guardian in Blue, Officer Rashawn Rahim. A graduate of the Law Enforcement Explorer program, Officer Rahim does excellent work as part of the Community Relations Unit, serving kids and their families as head of the Explorer program. CPF works to build better relationships between officers and the residents they serve. Be part of change. Make a difference. Go to clevelandpolicefoundation.org and donate today.
Blinn & Sons salutes all men and women who have served our country. We take pride in helping to protect our veterans and their families in the comfort of their own home. Thank you, veterans, for always protecting us. Let us help you honor your bravery and patriotism. Call us today at 330-753-7711.
I did some early shopping this year. One for you, one for me.
I love it. I got us a little something, too.
Yeah?
Yep. One for you and one for me.
I love it.
Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for me.
I love it.
I like red.
Shop early and enjoy GMC Black Friday offers all month long. Pay no interest for 84 months on most 2020 Acadia and Terrain models. We are professional grade GMC.
It's time for Sleep Number's Veterans Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. You can adjust your comfort on both sides, your Sleep Number setting.
Can it help me fall asleep faster?
Yes, by gently warming your feet.
But can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable.
Will it help me keep up with Mom?
You got this.
So you can really promise better sleep.
Not promise, prove. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed. Now $17.99. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to What's New here at 5:30. I'm Betsy Kling alongside Jay Crawford. Jay, I got to tell you, a lot of people that aren't even into politics are just fascinated and locked in on this election process that we have going on.
Well, and one way or another, it affects everyone who the president is for
absolutely.
the next 4 years, so you can understand the interest. It doesn't sound, though, Betsy, like some of these states are going to be done anytime soon.
Right. And
Pennsylvania's saying they're going to continue counting ballots, you know, from military and mail-in througthrough Tuesday now.
North Carolina not releasing numbers till next week.
Yeah,
I say it again, we are in political purgatory.
Here's what's amazing, too. 60% of the votes were already cast before the election started. And we're moving into 3 days past the election, and we don't know who won.
Nope. And now it's back and forth for sure. And that, of course, means this is our top talker. We're going to bring in Alice Barr, NBC's reporter there in Washington, who's joining us live. Alice, the big development this afternoon was the lawsuits from the Trump camp to halt vote counting in Georgia and Michigan that may have been dismissed. These, of course, are two potentially pivotal states.
Yeah, Betsy and Jay, that's correct. Today has really been from the White House a lot about legal strategizing in a number of these battleground states. That's the path they're looking at right now, a flurry of different lawsuits. In Michigan and in Georgia, though, those lawsuits were thrown out. Essentially, the judge saying that there's not standing and that there's really nothing there that shows that, they'd wanted to stop the vote count. And the judge basically in each case saying there's no evidence really to show that there's anything wrong that's happening in either of those states. So no evidence of harm, no evidence of standing, and they've tossed those out. However, the Trump camp did get a small victory in Pennsylvania in one of those suits there. This has to do with kind of the access that folks might be able to have to oversee how close they can be to the actual vote counting going on there. So a small victory there, but nothing in Pennsylvania and that is going to actually stop or slow the vote counting, which is continuing. And then in Nevada, yet to be filed, but on the cusp of it, there's going to be a similar suit going forward. So no action on that one yet either way because it hasn't been officially filed. But yeah, that's kind of been the Trump camp's strategy right now. And they've had several different press conferences, or I don't know if you can call it press conferences, not really taking questions, but at least giving statements in several of these states where they're filing these suits and trying to get out message that they think that there's something nefarious going on here, though at this point they're not providing any evidence. Even they were pressed in Nevada, pressed and asked for evidence of what's the wrongdoing, what are the illegal votes, and would not answer those questions.
Alice, let's get right to the heart of this. What everyone wants to know is, when are we going to know? We know Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina, all of these states are, and Pennsylvania, obviously, still counting votes. What is your best educated guess on when one of the two candidates will have 270 and we'll know who the next president will be?
Right. So magic ball, you know, we're all trying to figure that out. I think between a combination of factors, there's a good chance it could happen tonight. If not tonight, a good chance it could happen tomorrow. Pennsylvania, in and of itself, if Joe Biden were to win Pennsylvania, that gives him enough votes to get him, electoral college votes, to get him to 270. And the trend that we have been able to see in Pennsylvania as these mail-in votes are coming in from the Philadelphia area, particularly, not just the city, but the Philadelphia suburbs, have just been trending by monster margins, really, toward Joe Biden. The Secretary of State in Pennsylvania is actually speaking right now. She said right off the top that voting continues, stay tuned, that they'll still be counting tonight. So I don't think we're going to have a final answer. We're not from Pennsylvania, you know, imminently, but does it become clear enough? Do we start to get enough? Depends how many votes they dump in the next updates that they give us, whether we get a clear enough picture from Pennsylvania tonight or if that has to wait until tomorrow. And then again, the other path is Arizona and Nevada. If those two become clearly enough a victory for Joe Biden, that's another combination. You either get the single pack in the east of Pennsylvania or the duo in the west from Arizona and Nevada. And those races are trending toward Joe Biden, although in Arizona it's tightening slightly toward President Trump, but not at this point, perhaps not enough to take him over the top.
All right, so after the vote counting, it looks like the legal challenges will take center stage, and then we'll all follow that drama. Alice Barr, tonight live from Washington. Yep. Alice, thanks. We appreciate it.
And as you can imagine, our election coverage continues all evening. We'll keep you updated at 6 on what matters most. Then at 6:30, NBC Nightly News takes over, and they're going to stay with it through prime time. NBC's coverage continues at 9 right here on 3.
All right, it is 5 minutes past the bottom of the hour. Time to get another check of some of our other top stories on this day. And for that, we say hello again to Laura Queso. Hi, Laura.
Hello again to you, Jay. Yeah, well, across the country, supporters of both President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden are making their voices heard when it comes to counting votes. In Philadelphia, those supporters gathered to protest vote counts in the city. Trump supporters chanted, "Legal votes matter" and "Grant us access," while Biden supporters chanted, "Count every vote." And in Arizona, Phoenix specifically, nearly 100 people gathered outside of the Maricopa County Recorder's Office last night as officials continued to count votes. President Trump supporters chanted, again, "Count the votes." Well, nearly 751,000 people filed for first-time unemployment last week. That's actually a drop from the previous week's report, around 758,000. This is the 10th straight week with less than 1 million claims. Around 22 million jobs have been lost during the pandemic. All right, I have some kind of sad news for you tonight. A holiday tradition right here in Cleveland is not going to happen this year. Today, Great Lakes Theater announced their annual A Christmas Carol production has been canceled due to the coronavirus, of course. This would have been the 32nd year for the play. You know, it's sad, but I guess, Jay, it's to be expected, especially with those numbers at a record high today.
Yep, we've got to be more careful now than ever before. And I know people don't want to hear that, but we really do. Laura, thanks. We will see you 23 minutes from now for What Matters Most at 6 o'clock. Betsy?
And now it's time to see what's clicking in Cleveland. And for that, we bring in our digital anchor, Stephanie Haney. And Stephanie, normally maybe a little bit early to start talking Christmas, what with Thanksgiving not even on the map yet. But I feel like with the election and the pandemic, people are ready for something different. So do you have any good news for us for that?
I do have good news and lots of distractions definitely happening today. As for the Stan Hewitt Deck the Hall holiday display, that is going to happen, but with some tweaks this year. Now, for the first time, it's going to be limited to the first floor, and there will be 14 rooms decked out with your holiday favorites, of course. Now, there won't be a tree lighting event this year, but there is a new scavenger hunt, and you can still get your hot gingerbread while you're there this year. You do need to get your tickets in advance, though, and that display opens November 27th. Now, keeping in the holiday theme, it's 50 days out from Christmas, so the question is it too early to decorate? The tree went up at Crocker Park today, which you can see right here, and there are other people putting up decorations. Here's a face you know, Laura Queso. She doesn't think it's too early. Her holiday decorations, she shared those online, and they look great, which is a good thing because she will be looking at them for a while. Now, if yours are up, we do want to see them. Text them to us at 216-344-3300 or send them to us through the WKYC app's Near Me feature. And here is an online trend that we can all get behind, a great distraction. It seems like everybody is sharing their pet photos online in order to get something else to think about while we wait for those election results. Here's a few of yours at home. Here's Maggie enjoying the day from Vicki Stevenson. And there's Blue. Blue says hi. That belongs to Katie McCreary. Archie looks a little bit stressed. Maybe some extra snuggles for Archie today. There's Fender from Trip McNeely, who just wants to go back to bed. And then we end on that cutie there. Of course, I had to tweet photos of Winston. He's sleeping right now, or you see him in my arms. That's at _Stephanie Haney. Now, back to the holidays. The Starbucks cups are coming out again. You can get a free one with your holiday drink. That starts on Friday. And about those holiday decorations, Betsy, I'll tell you what, last year I had a bad experience. I put my tree up early and it died on me. So I'm gonna wait. I like that Laura's doing, the artificial tree. That definitely helps out, but not making that same mistake again. After Thanksgiving, that's what I'm gonna say.
Always a good safety tip for sure. If you do the live trees, maybe plan on purchasing 2 this year. 1 early, 1 later. And the outdoor stuff, put those lights up.
That's a good idea.
Why not? No big deal. All right. You do you, Stephanie Haney, and everybody else do you too, because it's, at this point, we just need to cheer each other up. Thanks, Stephanie.
That's true.
The best political sign I saw this cycle was Dogs 2020. I think we can all agree on that. Okay, only one of us can win the leg lamp, but you can be the big winner at home. We're going to test our knowledge of a big national sale you may not know about. It's called Cashback Day, and the reason I say you can be the winner in today's Throwdown Thursday is because you might save a ton of dough, but if you pay attention.
And Matt doing double duty today. Not only is he going to be our game show host, but he's also keeping an eye on this forecast. We have a fiery sunset west of Cleveland this evening. These clouds, I'm telling you, people don't like the clouds so much, but they do great things for sunsets. Oh. What do you think, Matt?
They absolutely do. Well, I can just see dark outside here, but I'm sure it's nice along the lakefront, Betsy. My temperatures in the 70s for many of us today. We're going to do plus that tomorrow, and we've got a stretch that is going to be memorable around here. We'll share it with you coming up.
You love sweet victory, whether it's a win or a fridge. Your picture is in the dictionary next to the word loyal. Yes, you're a Browns fan, and true Browns fans know where to find the best Browns coverage. And of course, we have
the fourth Jim Donovan,
all for free.
Nobody does it better than 3 Sports.
It's your team, it's your life. It's on 3.
3 Sports.
Your smile is the first thing people notice when you meet them. So let Hudak Dental Orthodontics give you the beautiful smile you deserve. We offer a wide array of orthodontic services, including a complimentary consult, traditional braces, or clear aligner technology. And we offer convenient locations and evening hours. Hudak Dental. Let our family serve your family. Go to hudakdental.com today to learn more.
When I'm in my Subaru, I feel safe because I feel that I'm in control for any weather. With the bad weather approaching for Northeast Ohio, you should come to Adventure Subaru because we will find the right vehicle for you. We want you to love your Subaru. So come to Adventure Subaru and experience where you truly belong.
There's a lot of lawyers out there, and I know many of them. Good people with good intentions. But you have to ask yourself, what if their best just isn't good enough? You need me, call me. I'll be there for you and your family.
You've earned the right to try anything once, but some things, well, once is enough. Like choosing a Medicare plan. Once is definitely enough. With SumaCare, this could be the last Medicare decision you'll ever have to make. With plans as low as $0 per month, you'll get all the extras you need, including our new Family On Demand benefit for help with daily tasks, the only plan in Ohio offering this. See why 96% of our members join and stay. Call SumaCare today.
Menards has what you need to keep your home safe. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers and more, Kiddo Home safety products keep your family protected from emergencies. Grab a smoke alarm with a sealed-in battery. It lasts up to 10 years, so you can have peace of mind without changing batteries. Save 11% on all Kiddo Home safety products at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, time for weather. Matt Wintz, all we need to do is just clip off a little image from that last sunset picture we took when we were going to commercial break, and you've got yourself a Cleveland postcard. That is, what a gorgeous shot of downtown in the sunset.
Yeah, and if you told your people that you were sending it to, Jay, down in Florida or wherever they happen to be, that you took that in November, they would think you're crazy. November in Cleveland looking like that.
Wow.
But we do. But yet we still do look like this, and it is going to just be fantastic. I mean, this is really going to be a stretch of weather. I know we just had nice weather in October, but this is when things start to transition, and it gets kind of nasty around here, as we saw about a week ago. And I'm telling you what, this is going to be a rare stretch. I know we were just used to it, but don't take it for granted, folks. Look at the high temperatures today. 70 Cleveland, ditto that. Akron, Canton, New Philly, Youngstown, all at 70. 69, our cold spot today in Mansfield. And as Betsy mentioned earlier, that happened at about 12:50, just after the noon hour for most locations. We're clearing out tonight. We've still got those clouds making for the picturesque sunset a couple minutes ago. We have clear skies overnight tonight. And we are dealing with above average warmth for the majority of the eastern half of the country. This is a ridge of high pressure that's settling off towards the east. We've got that flow around it, which is pumping warm Gulf of Mexico air off towards the north. But in Canada, it's a different story. They've got below average temps. It's below zero, which is cold for them this time of year. They've got lots of snow as well building. That's our source for cold air. And as we go over the course of this week, what's going to happen on into the weekend is this cold air is going to dive south into the west, but that's going to pump up the warm air for us. And we're going to stay on the warm side of things through the beginning of next week. But for now, we've got some high clouds passing through. The big picture, though, you see the clearing in the Plain States. That's going to head our way. And we've got days full of sunshine out ahead of us. Your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. There go the clouds overnight tonight. The wind, not quite as gusty overnight tonight. We'll have a nice slight breeze out there. Temperatures tomorrow under sunshine will make it well into the 60s, if not low 70s. Universal Windows Direct 7-day forecast. 72 is the record on Sunday. I think we break that. I think we'll break Monday and Tuesday's record as well before we cool down next week. Temperatures with some rainfall returning on Wednesday.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt. Appreciate that. Well, we just saw a beautiful sunset here in downtown Cleveland, and we don't normally get to show you the sunrises or video of Cleveland waking up in the early morning, but it's lovely images like these that you're seeing now that we're capturing Cleveland's beauty. And the guy behind the camera, Derek LeBeau. Oh, he was such a great guy. It's with heavy hearts that we share one of our longtime co-workers, a great friend, and an incredibly talented videographer has passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. Wow, you've rarely seen him in front of the camera, but Derek worked tirelessly behind the scenes to tell your stories, and we wanted to share his story with you. Tiffany Tarpley takes it from here.
Derek LeBeau, a force in our newsroom, a big guy with an even bigger heart, but he had a soft spot for his city and his co-workers.
He always made sure I was safe. At every live shot, no matter what was going on.
Also, a family man.
And it's been so great working with you in the mornings and being girl dads.
So much of his heart was with his work too, though. Through his camera lens, he covered stories that ranged from heartbreaking to heroic. He thrived on breaking news and bringing you, the viewers, the most accurate and up-to-date information.
we had to take a break. I'm sitting here with my photographer, LeBeau. I mean, we've been around today.
He spent so much of his career working the midnight shift, a shift not many envied, but one Derek loved. He navigated the streets in the dark without hesitation.
Oh, he knew the area like the back of his hand.
And would go to great lengths to get the shot.
So when I think of Derek, a number of different things come to mind. Number one is just how talented and how focused he really was on his job, wanting to do the best job every single day. And he could light like nobody's business.
And Derek was a light to many, a man of faith.
Prayers are power.
Rooted in the South, celebrating New Orleans, Louisiana, and its traditions. Someone special to all of us here at 3 News. Who always had his own stories to share.
Derek used to pull up a chair every day at the end of the show, and he would just talk my ear off. Like raisins?
I like raisins because actually I cooked last night. I cooked the boneless, skinless
We've got a story. Some raisins on it.
Yeah.
We love you, Derek. We miss you. Forever in our hearts. Never forgotten.
Always Something Good is brought to you by Union Home Mortgage. Union Home Mortgage, promises kept.
Last year, Discount Drug Mart's Coats for Kids drive raised almost $64,000, and this year we're hoping to do even better.
Between November 2nd and December 1st, buy one of these paper coats for just $1. 100% of the money goes straight to Coats for Kids to provide warm coats for the kids who can't afford them.
Plus, you'll receive a coupon for $1 off Energizer batteries. Stop in at Drug Mart today.
Coats for kids, let's keep them warm.
You're smart, and you want a Medicare plan you can understand. Just call 1-844-554-8038 for free information and learn how Allwell from Buckeye Health Plan gives you all the coverage of Original Medicare and more. With Allwell Medicare Advantage, you can say hello to the extra benefits you need to take care of yourself, like a Part B rebate, dental, vision, hearing, and more. And say goodbye to costly copays on doctors, prescription drugs, and preventive care with no plan premiums and no medical deductibles. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends soon, so call today. Call and request your free information today at 1-844-554-8038. That's toll free 1-844-554-8038 to find out more about Allwell Medicare Advantage plans from Buckeye Health Plan.
We need more space.
Can we afford it?
Whoa!
You,
A hologram realtor, here to help you find your dream home.
Can we afford this?
You sure can. Put these on and let me show you your future.
Wow, this house is perfect.
And it's all yours. Congratulations. Guys, are you still there? I guess the hologram only works one way.
You're already balancing a lot. Don't let migraine drop in. Ajovy is a preventive treatment for migraine, proven to reduce monthly migraine days by up to 50% or more. And you can take Ajovy just 4 times a year. Do not use if you are allergic to Ajovy or its ingredients. Ajovy may cause allergic reactions. Get medical help right away if you have swelling or trouble breathing. Common side effects include injection site reactions. You have enough going on. Ajovy.
Well, we have some good news for those looking for some retail therapy right now, and who isn't. Today marks a holiday known as Cash Back Day. Betsy, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I was this many years old when I heard about this. So this is going to be interesting. Here's how it works. With an account from the website Retail Me Not, you can shop at hundreds of stores online, and then you get cash back on your purchases through the website. And that brings us to our Throwdown Thursday. We have to get our dingers in there. All about the holiday you didn't know about and testing our knowledge of it. We hadn't heard about it before, so we know nothing about it.
I'm expecting to get 0 right on this one.
Everybody, you're going to learn more than we will.
All right, the leg lamp, as always, is on the line. And, of course, our MC, none other than our very own Matt Wins. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys have no knowledge of this because this was handed to me and I'm like, what? But we'll figure this out together, and I actually checked it out. It looks pretty good.
Okay.
All right, first question, guys. On average, how much money did customers receive back per order last year? Is it A, $19, B, $30, or C, $42?
Glad you buzzed in.
I buzzed in just to go first.
You win.
This is Jay's strategy.
It is.
He buzzes in and I let him lose, but I decided to go with it. I'm going to go with B, $30.
All right.
No, it is not $30.
Okay.
Jay, is it 19 or 42?
Yeah, I'm going to go with 19.
Jay, you're absolutely right. Nice guess. Good job on that, buddy.
I may not answer another question because now the pressure's on Betsy to get at least 2 right.
Jay's pitching a shutout, 1-0. That'll be our final score. All right, next one. What is the most cash that you can get back? Is it A, 15%, B, 20%, or C, 35%?
How are we supposed to know?
I really think you should buzz in on this
idea.
one. Well, I'll make it interesting.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a whopping 30% is the biggest percentage off you can get on any item.
Of course, that's going to be correct.
Jay, that wasn't even an answer that I gave you. It was 35%.
That's what I meant
you're
to
absolutely
say.
wrong.
That's what I meant to say, 35%.
Sure you did.
Well, what's the answer?
Sure you did. That's wrong anyway.
Oh.
Betsy, 15 or 20?
I'll go with 20.
Yeah, great guess, Betsy. All right,
sounds
we're
logical.
really evening things up. You're absolutely right. That's it.
So it's
That's
1-1.
All right.
Yeah.
It's 1-1.
This is just
It's
like me
1-1. All
taking
right.
the SAT.
How long-
Just guess.
Let's not go back to those days.
It didn't go well for
All
me
right,
then
how long
either.
does it take to get your money back? Is it up to 14 days to get your money back, up to 31 days, or up to 45 days?
That's Betsy's buzzer, not mine.
I'm getting conflicting guesses here.
Are you giving answers,
days.
Rob?
Well, Rob, our camera guy, is going like this, but I'm going to say 14 days because it's all online and electronic.
No, it is not
Dang,
14 days.
damn it.
Great guess. You would expect that.
Oh.
Jay, this was our last question. So is it 31 or 45 for the win?
Let's go 45 because whenever you're getting money back, it always takes longer than it should.
It definitely does. You're right, Jay. Congratulations.
Love this leg lamp so much. Love it.
I'm dead.
Love it.
You were the retail me not champion, buddy.
I know, that's kind of embarrassing. I don't even want to know. I didn't think I wanted to win this one.
I'm more of a coupon cabin girl myself anyway.
All right. Well, now we all know a little something about a cash back day. I thought it was a commercial on TV with Kevin Hart in it.
20%.
The cash back commercial. What do I know? Matt, thanks. We appreciate it. Hey,
Yeah,
don't go anywhere.
no problem.
What's new isn't done. This big guy that you're going to look at in a second needs a bigger home. It's moving day for a bear that's been waiting way too long. Find out the full story when What's New comes back.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Betsy.
That was good.
Dominion Energy wants you to put safety first. Whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires you to call 811 before you dig to have underground utility lines marked before any digging project. It's simple and free. Call 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging.
A smile has the power to get you feeling all right. At Aspen Dental, it's all right to smile again, with dentures starting at just $3.99. We craft them in our on-site labs from start to finish, so they never leave our office, and you never have to worry. And with dentures made in as little as a day, you can smile right on schedule. Relief you need at a price you can afford. Right fit, right quality, right price. At Aspen Dental, it's all right to smile again. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL today.
Hey, it's Joe Work, the owner of Mr. Level. Patios that are pitching or uneven create a tripping hazard and can also cause flooding. At Mr. Level, we can stabilize and lift your patio with small dime-sized holes. Plus, we offer a lifetime warranty. For a free quote, go to MrLevel.com.
My name's Rachel, this is my daughter Lillian, and we're proud to be part of the Adventure family. I love bringing my daughter here because it's truly a family environment right from when you walk in.
I love my mom's Subaru.
Come to Adventure Subaru.
An experience where you truly belong.
Happy Hour just got hoppier at IHOP with a $5 menu featuring pancakes, burgers, and more yum-yums. So while you can't buy happiness, you can buy hoppiness. iHoppy Hour, all day Monday to Friday, 2 to 10 on weekends.
Get the products you use every day at Menards. Keep your home well lit and comfortable with Lutron dimmers. Lutron dimmers add style while saving you money on your energy bill. They're all 11% off. While you're shopping, stock up on Energizer batteries. Grab a 16-pack of Energizer AA or AAA batteries for only $8.99 each after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Home is a promise, safety, stability, shelter from whatever life throws your way. Union Home Mortgage is committed to being your hometown lender and ensuring everyone has access to that stable foundation in Northeast Ohio and beyond. The Union Home Mortgage Foundation continues to drive financial literacy and career readiness in Northeast Ohio through its educational workshops, teaching the essentials to achieving financial stability and sponsoring community events. Union Home Mortgage, promises kept.
We wrap it up with a bear named Teddy. This poor thing lived in this cage for 2 years, and they needed a bigger home for him, and they have found one. They are moving Teddy to an outdoor space, home he can call his own. Very cool story.
It is.
I'm sure he hates that cage as much as I hate seeing him in it.
Right? Oh, that's good stuff. Well, what matters most with Russ and Laura?